Good morning, friends. Today we are defrosting our RV refrigerator. This is one of the realities of living in our RV 24/7. We've been living in the RV for about 20 months now, and every 3 or 4 months we have to go through this process. And since the fridge was about half empty, we figured it was time. And keeping the food in the cooler while the refrigerator defrosts. We had about an inch of frost in the back of the freezer, which limits our space in the freezer and the efficiency of the freezer. And so I also put an ice pack in the fridge, which kept everything nice and cool while the freezer was defrosting. And we just left the door to the freezer open, shut down the refrigerator, and it took about 2 hours for the freezer to defrost. And you can see here everything is melted. It's probably an inch of water at the bottom of the freezer. And so I usually soak all that up with a towel. Everything is back in the freezer with space to spare. I let the freezer cool down for about 45 minutes. And so everything is back in there, and everything was still frozen after being in the cooler. I did wait for a cooler day. It's only going to hit a high of 70 today versus yesterday we were around 80. This is a process that we go through every few months, and it was a little overdue this time. There was a good inch of frost in the back of the freezer. So I wanted to get this done today because we're going grocery shopping today, and we have to stock up on some things that go in the freezer, and this was like a perfect time because the freezer was like about half empty, a little bit more than half empty, which was perfect. And we'll be ready when we get back from grocery shopping to put our stuff in there. And I don't always, like if I am buying a lot of meat that I'm repackaging and putting in the freezer, a lot of times I won't put it all in there at the same time. I might put some in there today and wait until tomorrow to put some more, because I do notice that the freezer kind of struggles to freeze things quickly. Like if I were to put some meat in there now, it's around noontime today, it would still be soft or just partially frozen this evening. So just to give you an idea. But we're happy to have a freezer. It is a small freezer and we struggle with the size. And in the winter, we keep a cooler on the porch, and that's like our extra freezer, which is wonderful, gives us that extra space. But in the summer, we have to be a little more conservative. I was making ice in the freezer here, but again, the trays take up space, and you got to make sure that there's room in there, level room to place the trays in. So what we try to do in the summertime is we do have an ice maker. If it's a nice sunny day, then we're making ice, and then we put it in the freezer, which has been working very well for us. Thanks for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you continue to watch us as we build our off-grid homestead here in Maine. We'll see you next time. Bye.
I'll keep praying to heaven and fighting like hell.